Nigeria's Judicial Council bars Justice Ekwo, two others from elevation to high bench over abuse of office, issues warnings and letters. Hello viewers and welcome to InfoGist TV. Justice Amina Shehu of Yobe State High Court was also barred from being elevated to a high bencher for 3 years. National Judicial Council (NJC) has barred 3 judges from elevation for 2 to 3 years over a series of offences. The NJC, under the chairmanship of the Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode Ariwoola, at its plenary of the 105th meeting held on May 15 and 16, 2024, also issued warning letters to erring judges. The affected judges are Justice Inyang Ekwo of the Federal High Court, Justice G.B. Brickins Okolosi of Delta State High Court, and Justice Amina Shehu of the Yobe State High Court, who received warning letters. Justice Amina Shehu of the Yobe State High Court was also barred from being elevated to a higher bench for 3 years. A statement by the NJC Director of Information, Soji Onye, said Justice Ekwo was warned over an abuse of discretionary power of a judge. He was accused of wrongly granting an ex parte order in a suit between Juliet Ebere Nwadi Baka and 2 others against Seplat Energy plc and 12 others, and subsequently barred from being elevated to a higher bench for 2 years. According to Oye, Justice G.B. Brickins Okolosi of Delta State High Court was warned over his failure to deliver judgment within the stipulated period in the case in Joseph Anini Okafor against Skybank, even after the parties had filed and updated their final written addresses. Justice Brickins Okolosi barred from elevation to a higher bench for 3 years. Justice Amina Shehu of the Yobe State High Court was also barred from elevation for issuing a writ of possession conferring title on the defendant in a case without any subsisting judgment from any court to justify the issuance of the writ. During the meeting, the council reviewed 2 reports from its preliminary complaints assessment committees, which examined 35 petitions against judges from the federal and state high courts. The council decided to form 8 committees to further investigate the petitions deemed meritorious by the assessment committees. Additionally, the National Judicial Council considered recommendations from its interview committee on the appointment of judicial officers for all superior courts of record in Nigeria. As a result, the NJC resolved to recommend 86 judicial officers for appointment to the Court of Appeal, High Court of the Federal Capital Territory, the Sharia Court of Appeal, and the Customary Court of Appeal of various states in Nigeria. These candidates will be sworn in after the NJC's recommendations are approved by the President and their respective state governors. The statement reads, "The National Judicial Council, under the chairmanship of Honorable Justice Olukayode Ariwoola, GCON, at its plenary of 105th meeting held on the 15th and 16th May 2024, resolved to issue warning letters to Honorable Justice Inyang Ekwo of the Federal High Court and Honorable Justice G.B. Brickins Okolosi of the Delta State High Court. Honorable Justice Inyang Ekwo is warned for abuse of discretionary powers of a judge by wrongly granting an ex parte order in suit number FHC ABJ/C/C2C6/2023, Juliet Ebere Nwadi Baka and 2 others against the Seplat Energy plc and 12 others. The Honorable Judge also barred from being elevated to a higher bench for a period of 2 years. Honorable Justice G.B. Brickins Okolosi of the Delta State High Court is also issued a warning for failure to deliver judgment within stipulated period in Joseph Anini Okafor against Skybank suit number A/94/2010 after parties had filed and adopted their final written addresses. Justice G.B. Brickins Okolosi will also not be elevated to a higher bench for a period of 3 years. Counsel cautioned Honorable Justice Amina Shehu of Yobe State High Court for issuing writ of possession conferring title on the defendants in suit number YBS/HC/NNR/1CV/2020 when there was no subsisting judgment of any court to enable his lordship issue the writ. Counsel at the meeting considered 2 reports of its preliminary complaint assessment committees that filtered 35 petitions written against judges of federal and state high court and decided to empanel 8 committees to further investigate the petitions that were found meritorious by the committees. Petitions against various judges were dismissed for lack of merit, evidence of misconduct sub judice, or that they were matters that could be appealed. The dismissed petitions were against Honorable Justice A.M. Liman, A.A. Okeke, D.A. Asaigo of Federal High Court, Honorable Justice S.B. Belgo Bello Kawu, both of the High Court of Federal Capital Territory, Honorable Justice A.O. Chijoke, A.E. Akeredolu, and Kadi M. U.L. Manere, who sat on election petitions tribunal in Edo State, Honorable Justice Oke Paulinus Aneke, High Court Enugu State, and Honorable Justice Anye of Abia State. Others are Honorable Justice M.A. Ikpabesi and W.I. Pochi, both of Benue High Court, Honorable Justice T.E. Chukwuemeka Chikeka, Chief Judge, and B.C. Iheka of Imo State High Court, Honorable Justice Rose Godwin Soji of Nasarawa State High Court, Honorable Justice T.J. Yakubu, Honorable Justice W.N. Dagogo, and Chiwendu Nwogu, High Court of Rivers State, Honorable Justice C.C. Oka, High Court of Anambra State, and Honorable Justice Abdullahi Suleiman, High Court of Kogi State. Now, this petition has caused Nigerians to take to social media to react with shock. Daniel Odinta tweeted, "They always placed their interest and gains first while justice is compromised. None of them are innocent. Bribe has eaten deep into their spaces."